or it's not gonna have any noise whatsoever. Like,
Oh no, it will start soon. There
oh,
it is.
there we go. There's
You see,
sound.
here's the thing, Noonan. You
God,
say, oh god, it's extraordinarily loud. I've been listening to it on full blast, so maybe that's why I've been more irritable than ever, just because I didn't turn the game down. I had it full pelt all the time, no escape.
I mean, it's not quiet. Like you're like louder than the game, but I still hear it.
Fair dues. Let's get going.
Nearly level 50. Welcome to YIIK Part 50.
Okay, so, fun facts I learned is that while a level cap hasn't really been decided for this game, because who cares, there was someone on the Steam forums insisting it was level 50, even while the LP I was reading, because it grinded, they got up to level 56. Super easily.
Yeah, but also, like, before you mentioned the third secret ending that's unable to attain in actual game. Wasn't that person, like, level 70?
I might have us watch a YouTube video, or I might flash it up over the screen now, but essentially, yes. Very, very early on in the dungeon where you meet Sammy, there is a chest that has a code in it. You can't access it. This is part of a puzzle ending. A puzzle third ending that actually the developers kept claiming was in the game. They kept saying it. But this game has obviously been data mined, as all games are. Hey, look, it's Planet of the Apes. No code to access this ending actually exists in the game, but remnants of what would lead to that ending are. A few months after the game came out, a Spanish YouTube channel fucking opened, just uploaded the videos of this third ending and then disappeared. And it's very obvious that those were the developers who just uploaded this busted ending. Especially because in the data mining people did, assets that aren't in the game are in the videos they uploaded leading to that ending.
Oof. Honestly, it's just so much that someone, like, thought to just put it in Spanish also. To
YIIK doesn't have a Spanish language option. Why would a Spanish Let's Player cover a game that's entirely in English unless they were also going to translate it for their audience?
Were they commentating over it, or...?
I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet. I've seen clips. It's in Tim Rod's LP, which I've talked about time and again. It's been a very helpful resource for this, because he's way more into,
Oh,
fuck off, Alex.
oh look, it's a Castaway
The
reference.
non-character has floated away.
Like, we didn't have enough of a connection with the panda to care. Really. I mean, it was the most fun we had with the panda was placing him down and trying really badly to walk over him. We never succeeded in it.
I used him to insult several cutscenes that didn't need the help insulting themselves.
So did we just lose the ability to use this panda?
Let's find out. Oh, I can't access the menu at the moment, so maybe. Actually, if I pause... Oh, I've got all my equipment. Oh, I've got the weapon I had. I only got... So I'm wearing a bike helmet in space.
I mean, really, you're not.
items?
You're, like, metaphorically, I guess, wearing a bike helmet. Go to the Statue of Liberty head.
Yeah, okay. This thing is pointing me in that direction, but... Wow, this camera. Whoa, this camera.
You can't
Whoa,
turn
this
around.
lack of control over this camera.
I guess there's nothing here, just some gibbs that we get to fly through, but nothing's happening. There's been two, like, movie references. We have Wilson from Castaway, and we have Planet of the Apes, presumably. But why?
Because that's the 90s, baby.
It is
the 90s was references.
The 90s is references.
Jeez, this is
This
awful.
looks really janky.
It's really janky. So I'm holding down A at the moment, which is the button to descend. Maybe I'm at the bottom left.
Oh my god, look, it's the thumbnail!
I have no camera control.
Oh, I could tell as soon as you got close to that. Start going towards the Statue of Liberty.
I love that they couldn't make just an actual floating in space phone model for this moment, but I guess it's quirkier this way.
Aren't you supposed to go towards the head? Or not?
No, I'm supposed to go to where this blue arrow is pointing me.
Well, that's kind of boring. Why wouldn't we go to Alex's giant head? That's the thumbnail!
Well, that's kind of boring, you said, while we're playing YIIK. Are you surprised?
I love how nothing is dynamic. Look at the skybox. It is really just some of the worst skyboxes. Does it even move around? Oh, it is in a 3D space, huh?
Yeah,
Kinda.
I'm very slowly making my way towards that little planetoid, I suppose.
We're making our way to Earth.
Wow, this is just as empty as the rest of the game. It's just literal now.
Honestly, this area is more full of things than your actual game is. A giant head. That's interesting, I guess. Interesting than the generic actual game. No, wait, that's not. What the fuck is that? You have to.
That's a planet, I think.
It? Your screen is.
Yeah.
Why is it purple? Is there a Pokemon on top of it? What is that? Ooh.
But that was the transition.
Oh, we've entered this part of the game.
So these are all Alex's.
These are all Alex's. Different
That mean
versions
Alex
of
was
Alex.
also a little black kid.
I mean...
Oh, no. Look! It's fucking Claudio's little brother.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
Alex!
Claudio's little brother was a separate version of Alex?
Oh, wow. And he said they never care when a black child goes missing, but it turns out it was a white boy. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Why? I mean, it's like a throwback, but there's like...
I just said.
There's like a throwback to, I guess, Claudio and Chandra's brother.
Wait, don't go! Oh, I haven't seen you before.
Wow, I love this Archon-ass version of Alex. This is the... I actually would have liked the game more if Alex looked this awful.
Yeah, also, he does really look off. He looks out of place, almost.
Yeah, he looks wrong.
Look, I just...
One of them just had Chill's voice.
What?
I'm so confused. I don't even know what we do here in the soul space. Ah, I understand. Well, we've got a bunch of the latest games from each reality. Some
Dope!
So,
Let's sit down and play Lufia.
with my friends.
That's a reference.
Yeah, what did happen, actually? I know it, like, happened, like, near the end of our last session, but how did we actually enter this place?
The meteorite hit, we couldn't stop the reality from ending. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
just wound up in nothingness, and then Alex at the end of the last part finally was able to commit soul suicide and enter the soul space. But he's just been dumped in the reality that's a bunch of hymns from other realities.
He's in his own soul space, basically.
Yeah.
That's basically what Michael went through, we're going through right now. And at some point, Alex is going to be shirtless and levitating.
I thought I could fight it.
Dope. I wonder how much chest hair he has.
You're a brave one, but it's impossible. How could the decent few of us actually stand a chance?
So all these other ones gave up and committed soul suicide the moment they realized the universe was ending.
Too many of who? Look, I think it would be best if you just relaxed a bit. You're gonna give yourself a panic.
Does a panic attack matter when you're a soul?
You do just
I mean, I assume that Alex still is kind of just Alex in here. Like, he can't tell the difference. That
But the way the Essentia described entering the soul space is that your physical form is gone, purely and completely. You are just a soul.
God, I miss her.
Although maybe this is still... I don't know, man.
Is she coming back, man?
I'm trying to interface with the game's questions again, and that's obviously the mistake.
The android. The Essential 100, man.
ooh,
I like this version of Alex.
There's been many versions of the Essentia, and it's just all a fuck robot that Alex made for herself.
Oh, swole Alex.
She said we'd explore the universe together. She said we'd see everything.
Oh, I love that there's a version of Alex that got fucked over by fucking Vela, fucking Sammy, Essentia, whatever.
Sit on a rock with a bunch of dudes.
I can't, like, interact with this on any intellectual level. I just kind of...
It's too fucking stupid, but so thinks it's so clever, or it doesn't. I don't even know anymore.
Bet it's more fun.
It's just like, what if there's, like, a bunch of Alexes, and it's like... Multiverse stories, man.
Well, I'm starting to come to the conclusion that maybe Alex was everyone and Vela was everyone else. There's only two people ever. And thus the metaphor of Alex destroying the universe is actually we all destroy the universe. Because Alex is also a stupid fucking player allegory.
Indeed. I mean, it is just there's so many Alexes, even more Alexes over here.
Are you here to join us? Oh, won't you please
Dark Alexes.
stare into the void
There's been no light Alexes.
to destroy another reality? Are you coming?
Nah.
Proto Alex. That's interesting. So, because Michael probably did.
Off he goes.
Oh.
Wait, were we not the last reality?
Okay, so Alex, the world does revolve around Alex, and Alex is going to destroy the. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah.
Is it going? Is it doing it?
I hope so.
Oh.
As I
Whew.
followed the meteorite version of myself,
Wait, he followed it?
I felt something drop from within me. I was losing a part of myself. I was a burst pipe, and I was a plumber.
So Alex's life has been like, I guess like in the soul space, all Alexes are kind of the same because they're connected to the same, I guess, soul space. And in this, in every Alex is so important, going around destroying other worlds.
And he just does that. And apparently this Alex is the only version that either fought to stop it, but he's also the side that was getting killed by himself. But most of them gave up. But there's Dark Alexes. Also, this doesn't make sense because the way it was described earlier was that there can only be one version of a soul in a reality at any given time, because Essentia entered when Sammy left and Vela entered a year ago, but that's two. Fuck
So,
it, I'm
so this
facing
version
again.
of Vela that's in our game is a different Vela from a different soul space.
But she's also Sammy, and she existed with Sammy at the same time because they're the same person.
I mean, we don't know, because Sammy was dead from the start of the game, though. Like, she
But
was never
Vela
alive.
said she entered a year earlier.
But we don't know when Sammy died. Which do we?
Yes, because she did die as that was happening. She was committing soul suicide. Like, it was spelled out by Essentia that when Sammy left, Essentia entered. There can only be one, but she's also Vela, and Vela was there a year ago. And you know, it's what you said yesterday when we were recording. Don't try.
Yeah, it's just the minutia of like the plot. It's so verbose that literally the writers, they're not paying attention. It's just a bunch of ideas. It's like someone put down like 5 different like puzzles right in front of you, and like you had to put them together.
It's the whole subplot of the game gaslighting you on reality. Oh, I did also, because, you know, I checked the LP again and I was reading it, and because I have to half pay attention to the lines when we're recording live. You know that what I said about the drawing thing, the drawing art style on the last day? I missed the line that pointed out that no, that was literal. It all looked like that because reality was breaking apart. I really preferred my interpretation that Alex was so stressed out that was just how he was seeing the world, as just basic caricatures because he was terrified of dying.
I feel like it's both at the same time. I mean, the world is Alex, isn't it?
True. Okay, yeah, I guess. Fuck it.
The world is breaking down, and Alex just starts seeing stuff at that. Because, like, the drawings kind of were... They were very Alex, I guess. Like, it would make sense that they would be like... He would start seeing them as how he truly feels about them. It's just... not real, just drawings for me to fucking throw away into the trash.
While I pontificate on how much everyone means to me, but it's all about me still. Oh, hey. Look.
Like, it's just how Alex truly
couch.
sees everyone else around him versus himself, who is like...
I want to go on onism. I want to talk about how weird this is.
Onoism doesn't exist. It's probably like anoism somewhere else. I mean, the universe the universe we were from like blew up basically because a huge Alex head came.
Okay, cool. It's doing the thing. It's inverting the gameplay on me.
Watch, you're gonna get attacked by a skateboard.
Oh, that'd be rad. Oh, the skateboard will like push me back.
It's like Bendy's like classroom or something. Sweep, sweep, sweep.
$15? Man, in the old universe, I was a thousandaire.
I mean, do you still have all your money?
I don't think I do. Oh god, I definitely don't. $35. Okay, so let's go on to one of the topics as we talked about before we started. Which one do you want? Do you want to start with YIIK and the term video games, or criticism can't even handle YIIK?
Yes, let's enter that. So last night, and I guess today also, you watched some reviews of YIIK and how, like, pretty much any of them didn't really, I guess, interact with YIIK in any meaningful way.
Yeah. Well, I had some confusing time with both mainstream reviews and watching a few YouTube critics this morning, which is that genuinely... Oh, I can only sell the panda key. I was hoping I could sell my equipment. Maybe if I unequip something, I could sell it and just buy all the keys. What don't I need? Essentially, the one review I read that stuck out to me, I found it on Metacritic. It's, I believe, giving the game 3.5 out of 10. The guy really disliked the game. He just criticized everything about it. The best he can give it is that he thought some of the music was good and that the art style was good as well, which I'll disagree with both, but that's me.
That's all parts are disagreeable. The art style is just jarring to look at, and the music, if it is good, it's probably made by Toby Fox.
So, fuck it, I'll just do this puzzle the right way. Essentially, it was just a very, very scathing thing. A very, very scathing review.
Michael, is that you?
But it ended with the statement that I'm giving this game a 3.5, a higher score than I feel I should give it, because I think it deserves a fan base. And that fucking blew me away as very intellectually dishonest. But...
Also, like, what? Like, your review is out of 10, so a 3.5 out of 10 isn't even, like
that's
that
not even,
impressive.
It deserves a fan base tier. That's,
yeah.
It's bad. Because he said, I hope fixes can come along and things. He hated the battle system, he hated the minigames. The writing didn't grab him. Some of the music he really liked, but... It's one of those games where it is so quirky that on a surface level read, you'd think, this is going to get a fan base of some degree. Just because it's so out there and weird, but I don't even think it deserves that. I think it deserves study.
It deserves study. We are the only true fan base, you and me, Snake, that YIIK has.
Hey, look, it's Rory.
Oh, look, wow.
Hey, that's where his gravestone was. That's why we couldn't find it in Windtown.
It's in Alex's soul space. You know, fucking compromise? No, what is the word? It's the word, Snake.
I'm
putting something away. It starts with C-O-N. Contempt. No, I'm just really
contemptuous.
Not contemptuous. When you're putting something away.
Contained.
Compartmentalize. In his brain, just away on a separate island. So he never interacts with it. It's just there as an aesthetic thing. That's what Rory's whole point was.
Also, I love this. This isn't a puzzle. This is just you walk somewhere and by opening things you get access to more money and you just have to walk back again afterwards.
And all the things you had are like suddenly turned into like the puzzle things you used to get through puzzles now are in your way and you have to buy a key.
But because the game has no mechanics, literally all it can do is force you to backtrack through this room.
So then you get to see, it's a nice little fucking roller coaster. You get to, here's our dead friend Rory. Friend in quotes.
The YouTube reviews I did watch, the most common thread throughout them was disappointment. Not hate, nothing, it was just kind of a disappointed, this isn't what I wanted it to be, this isn't what I hoped it would be. With a lot of people saying that after Undertale came out, calling yourselves anything close to Earthbound is a dicey proposition. But, and a few acknowledging that even with that surface level callback, it's still a game that's forging its own path, and that's where I'll agree with the criticism.
It is definitely forged a new path, but like everyone like sort of entered the game and like interacted with it honestly. Like they were like, ooh, postmodern. Even though from the beginning that title to me has just been bait. Like a misnomer. It is not. It can't. When you are already calling yourself postmodern, you're sort of kind of putting all your cards out in front of you. So there's no like authentic way to interact with it, which makes me think it's just not postmodern. It's not actually that.
That is actually really interesting, but how about this? It's called postmodern, and the fact that you know it's therefore not postmodern is in and of itself postmodern.
I mean,
it's
I guess
fucking with the very idea, because a lot of games have come out recently, like Doki Doki Literature Club and where it mostly sold once people knew the twist, which is defeating the purpose itself. The game works best when you don't know what's coming for you.
Yeah, and that's very YIIK. You don't know.
YIIK wears being postmodern on its sleeve so that people will think, but calling yourself postmodern doesn't make you postmodern, but then it fucking isn't!
It is...
Fuck you.
It is just a video game meant to piss you off. And like reading these reviews where they're like disappointed in it, I mean, it's like a part of the experience, I guess, if you were expecting something from it. But, I mean, we didn't really expect anything other than the game to be bad, I guess. Well, I expected something just completely beyond there, but still.
And here's the thing, the game does have a mostly okay Metacritic score. Like, you know, it averages around 70, and I read some of the positive reviews, and a lot of them just kind of slid off me because I thoroughly disagreed with them. But a lot of it is down to the game not being quite quirky, but I think, this is going to sound really up my own ass, I think it's people seeing what they want to see when it comes to that, you know? It's fun music, it's a quirky art style, it's an interesting battle system. Interesting isn't good or bad, interesting is just the word interesting. A nuclear bomb is interesting, but you don't want one going off near you.
It's just dishonest, I guess, to like play through this game and not see how just grating just the entire plot is, how there's like not even holes, I guess. It just doesn't, it's so disjointed that you can't find the holes because it's like, oh yeah, that was the point, you know, basically. And so you can't fucking, it's like almost impossible to pinpoint. And so you read these positive reviews, you're just like it doesn't, even when reading negative reviews, yeah, there's like, I hate this part, but they completely don't like fully appreciate just the seething petty awfulness of YIIK.
And what's funny, one of the reviews I watched was a guy whose camera was really out of focus, and I can't remember the guy's channel, so that's all you've got to go on. If the camera is really out of focus as the guy is talking, that's the guy I'm talking about. Oh god. Fucking I gotta fly over to that as well. It's not even a gameplay. Well, I just gotta stop skipping, fuck.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any more fight scenes. I'll be surprised if there are.
Yeah. What I loved, though, was... How do I describe this? Him describing Alex as very, very weak, which told me he didn't finish the game. Mm-hmm. Or he didn't bump the strength stat as he should. He was also making the mistake I was of only tapping, which still doesn't matter. I hate the gameplay mechanics. Like, I'm honest, I don't know how the maps still work out, but I'm certain those minigames are obfuscating a dice roll anyway.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with you.
Probably. Like, we did, even when we, like, fucking broke Alex's, like, stats, somehow he still was able to miss some of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that could have been a speed.
While the numbers got ridiculous, the fluctuations were simply insane.
Yeah, it's like there's always, like, a random, like, randomizer thing to it. Because, like, 2,000 damage and sometimes, like, less than 1,000. Still, like, way more than to kill any of the enemies, but the fluctuations are weird.
Yeah. And that is kind of the thing about this, is that is one. It might just be our reading, but I can't read this game. Oh god, I can't read this game any other way as something that was intentionally made. Here's the thing: YIIK hates you, and it wants you to hate it.
And yourself, really.
Yeah, because Alex is you, but the game hates Alex, it hates you, and it wants you to hate it.
And it's like kind of
oh my god, Nunamura!
Ooh.
Long is the word, Alex.
Ooh, it's calling us out. We're being called out by Alex.
Here's the fucking thing though, because even every scornful comment I make about YIIK, all the jokes I make during the commentary,
Oh look,
YIIK is winning.
Screen?
Even I'm interfacing with YIIK wrong. At every moment, it pushes me.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like, it makes sort of these uncomfortable but not exact comparisons between you and Alex. Like our hatred for Rory is like very like,
game.
yeah, but and Alex also just kinda hates Rory.
And Alex's description throughout the whole game has been, he's like you in another dimension. It's been staring you in the face whenever you look at the status screen and look at Alex.
Each time I witness the various versions of myself.
Because YIIK hates Alex, and YIIK hates you.
Lost an even greater peace.
You think that this moment would be sort of cathartic, but it's kind of just been confusing. Like, all the versions of Alex we talked to, it's all muddled with this narrative of alternate universes where there is Essentia 100 to Essentia 2000 apparently, and like the Essentia is Vela and Sammy Pack and maybe someone else, even his sister, his mom. What the fuck?
And even though this version of Alex apparently is the best version of Alex and therefore the best version of you, the version the game is saying is going to come out on top, and sure, why not? Fucking... You're still awful! You're still terrible! You are still a weak platitude!
And like, it's like we have to defeat versions of Alex? Oh my god.
Fuck you. And now Alex is with us.
But to tell you everything would probably take a very
I don't doubt that!
hours maybe.
It did take
I wish I could say how
it did take a very long time though.
things happened to you in your parallel lives because of my mistakes. Unfortunately,
No!
act in the past.
This could all be replaced with a sheep bleating, and it would be just as impactful.
Honestly, this point here is probably the most honest this game has been. It is Alex essentially apologizing for everything, which, like...
But names and relations.
No, it shouldn't apologize. Don't back down. If you're gonna be filled with scorn... No, actually, no. I think it's apologizing because it's lulling you. It's the abusive
I mean,
Alex
it really is
that
lulling
always
us in.
was.
It's like... but it is kind of talking more to us than, I guess, many other players. If you enjoy YIIK up to this point somehow, God help you, I guess. This part doesn't make any sense. But for us, it makes sense. But there's kind of just a weird, like, sense of unease I feel when listening to Alex talk there. I'm like, I don't believe a fucking word you say. You're here. Every single version of you is out there destroying these worlds. Destroying us.
And, okay, I had a read about this, because, yeah, the game ends with destruction. I think more than anything else, because I've made a bunch of allusions to Persona, I think more than anything else, the postmodernism comes from this metatextual idea that Alex comes in, and he is every character you've played, and he's you. Oh my god. But essentially, you do come in and try and save the world, but you don't. And that is an analog for the player coming in and vicariously living these lives, fucking romance options with Vela being disgusting and abusive. But then at the end, once you're done with the game, what do? You turn it off, and the world ends.
What's going on?
Basically, this guy Alex is extremely lazy in a lot of parallel lives, and his inaction and other...
You got a thought on that, Noonam, or are you dead?
Is that right?
I mean, I can internalize it to mean that, it's Alex's, like, self-hate, like, makes him, like, the most important person in the world, basically. Like, his self-hatred, like, he hates himself so much that just, like,
Lay it on me.
I am the most important thing, because hate is a very strong emotion, and it just gives you, like, I guess, point, in a way, meaning, and it's just a very
Okay,
lazy
that's
way. It's just a very kind of lazy
Promise any other worlds will be
way to, like, just give meaning to the fact that we do have to kill every version of Alex.
okay.
It's like the game thinks it's giving us something, but it really isn't.
Hardest thing
No, I don't even think the game is giving us something. I think the game is offering a platter, but beneath the serving plate, beneath
No,
the
that's what I
fucking...
said. Like, the game thinks it's giving us something.
Beneath all that, it's just an empty plate. And it knows it's doing that.
Oh, definitely. Because it just doesn't work.
It's offering you a lie. It's offering you platitudes and nothingness.
Because Alex's self-hate has always been just obnoxious.
It's always been self-serving. We've been over that.
Yeah,
it's
and
always been an oh woe is me, unhealthy, circular, just a way to elicit sympathy without actually resolving the problem.
And this end here is just like fan fiction level of like, ooh, I go into myself to battle my evil sides. That's
great.
what it is. But it's all just basis of Alex's just obnoxious self-hate.
And alright, and now I'm gonna get real pretentious, because this is like, in my head, I've fucking gone back and forth on this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like YIIK suffers because of the very term video games. Because video games as a term is more loaded than films, it's more loaded than books, it's more loaded than paintings, it's more loaded than statues, it's more... The medium has been straitjacketed by the fact that we call them video games, because there has always been a crowd that, oh, it's not fun, why make it a video game? And it's because the fucking term has been video games, and it's... So therefore, different artistic expression has been fucking held back by that forever. And as I say this, oh look, Marie Antoinette level is us now. Nuna Mara Noonan, Brooke, Jesus. Why? Jesus wound up being Chandra.
What?
Hey, Jesus do giveth.
I love that the level is just off screen.
Marie Antoinette's name was too long.
But that's true. It's like video game more than any other piece of media. It kind of has a connotation to it, like always. Like you don't think films and music as like has to be this. Like, but video games do for some reason.
Here's the thing. You know, most films are made to entertain you. They're made to be escapist flicks. The most popular films in the fucking world are easy escapism that you can sit back and enjoy, and you don't have to think too hard. And most video games like that as well, and most books are like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the medium has existed longer, and when something that is made, there have been lots of things that have been made just to be hated in other mediums. Video games are a younger medium, so it hasn't happened as much. But it has happened. And I feel YIIK is an example of that, and a more subversive one. Like,
it's subversive because it is interactive.
And it pretends to be something it's not. Or it doesn't. I don't even know.
I mean, it's like, it is ironic. It is all just pure irony, Snake. And that's what postmodernism really is. It's just, isn't it just ironic?
It is...
Why do you have to do this?
It's like,
yeah, listen to Marie Antoinette.
The game doesn't want you to play it, and you paid money for it, and yeah, it's obnoxious maybe, but there's irony to it.
And here's the thing, is like, I don't blame it. Video games came popular term because when video games were coming around, they were video game versions of sports.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's like even the fault of the fact that it is called video games, because like, at some point, something had to be called that, but for video games, there's like, this, like, preconceived notion what they have to be more than any other media.
And here's the thing about that is, YIIK existing doesn't stop a game that is fun from existing. Oh, it just missed.
Doesn't.
Cool. It's like, this game has every right to exist as a fucking statement of art as anything else. Like, easy jokes aside, because there's always gonna be people who go, nah. No.
No, YIIK shouldn't exist.
Yeah, take that,
But
you
if
straw
YIIK
man.
didn't exist, we wouldn't be here 20 hours into YIIK, entering our fifth brains.
It's just, you know, and besides all this, so, the end of it is just walking away. So you're saying YIIK is bad, and because it succeeded in being bad, does that mean it's good? No, it's still fucking terrible.
It still really is just terrible, isn't it? But it made you think, It made you, I guess, in some level, just appreciate the genre in general, I guess.
Appreciate games that aren't YIIK.
And appreciate games that are YIIK, because there are games that aren't YIIK.
Oh. Now we have 2 characters that have LP toss.
Ooh, are we losing XP?
Are we losing XP?
I don't know. I don't know if I I badly noticed it, but I think I saw minus somewhere.
Oh, we have 100 though. But I bet we can't enter the mine dungeon and level up anymore. That would be weird.
I mean, there is a phone there. Yeah, we can.
Yeah. But, you know, the problem is whenever someone comes along and they want to call it, I don't know what the fucking substitute term is anymore, like interactive what?
Interactive art. No, it is video games. They are video games. We just have to accept in our hearts.
Alex. It is video games, and there's always going to be people who argue that because it's called video games, they have to be games, even though that's totally fucking arbitrary.
Yeah, films aren't on film most of the time anymore. They're on your fucking computer screen. You fucking troglodyte!
Why straitjacket a medium you claim to love? Just if you don't want them to fucking, you don't play them. I know it's a lazy argument, but if you don't want to fucking play them, you really don't have to. You don't have to play this pretentious wank. And you shouldn't play this pretentious wank, but don't fucking say that. Never fucking say that, oh, fucking God, no, shouldn't exist, it's not a video game. It should just be the fucking medium of interactivity gives you more opportunities for conveying what you want to fucking convey. So just let it fucking exist. It doesn't fucking affect you. Because there will still be fun video games that I will play as well, because I mostly play video games for fun and escapism as well. But I don't give a fuck if someone just wants a fucking art piece.
Something about Gone Home just reminds me of the fact that, like, the most funniest thing about Gone Home apparently is the fact that you can speedrun the game and just completely miss the story that's been written in it. And I think it's just, like, intellectually dishonest to interact that game. Because I can take, I don't know, fucking any movie and, like, just fast forward to it and technically watch it. But that wasn't intellectually honest in approaching the media. I can take a book and, like, just skim through every page and not embrace it and just, like, read the ending. And that's, like, that is technically going through a book. It's, I mean, reading it probably isn't true, but it is still taking it in a way, even if it is a dishonest way. And you can do the same thing with any piece of media.
And you know what the worst part is? YIIK is making us do this. YIIK is making us turn on the people fucking watching. Because it's that fucking insidious and disgusting.
YIIK is just insidious.
As I say, YIIK hates you, YIIK wants you to hate it. This is a game of hate.
It's too far.
People, anyone who reviewed the game, fucking, I can't blame them for not seeing it because fucking the medium of video
Why
games.
would anyone really see this?
Why would they? No one who reviewed the game got this far. It's obvious reading it when, like, no one points out the fucking stats break.
And the stats break
the fact
easily.
That no one points out that the numbers break is fucking the giveaway.
We never grinded this game, Snake. Then the stats still broke easily. When's the last time in an RPG that happened?
And you may say that happened, if you're reading it, watching this and like, that happens in the LP, you got it from there. No, I started reading the LP partway through. I fucking was pumping stats into strength and realized that just on the precipice of it.
Okay, we're just fighting a big head, Alex.
No, we just fought Fat Alex. He was really good, but I killed him in one.
Really is a boring boss fight, I guess, in the end. I feel like it's just like YIIK's experience is just you have to internalize it. Nothing that's going to actually happen on screen is going to like sum it up for you. You have to like just be in it like it's a bath. That's the final boss of YIIK, not whatever is happening on screen. Because that's just honestly, this is just after game content after we've already realized what YIIK is.
YIIK. I don't think there's any way that YIIK could turn this around at this point. There's no way. It can't give us back the hours.
And honestly, it's just padding. Like, nothing's really happening. It's not, like, it hasn't been as verbose as it was at the start. It really hasn't, right? Like, the text has been, like, faster, almost. Oh, you're ignoring?
I've been clicking through text faster, but...
I mean, you have, but also, even with you clicking through text faster, the start was much longer. Like, those fucking... what felt like hour-long conversations with Vela.
Yeah.
They don't feel like that long anymore. Because it feels like, at this point, the developers realized, if you're in here, you either completely missed everything, and just dumb, empty brain going through it and be like, I love quirky RPGs, lol. Or you've completely just given up, and YIIK is doing its, like, 100 victory laps, basically.
He's running circles around you at this point, because we're so beaten down by this point that... What can you do? It's already won. There's no way.
It already won when we got the option to kiss the robot and we electrocuted ourselves. It won. It was, at that point, it had won like hours ago.
And what else is there? God, I'm trying to read through my brain. I'm grasping. I should say, Noonam, I'm not doing it on purpose. I keep catching myself skipping the text before they're done talking. I'm not meaning to do that. It just fucking keeps happening. She looks like that girl from Life is Strange. I also like that now we have been brought into the game, Noonamura, and electively it's, hey, will you help me? But we are still playing second fiddle to Alex, who is us!
Yeah, I mean, like, what? Yeah, like, Alex joined our party, but why aren't we just playing as the Noonamura person? Like,
what? Alex, now, if the game didn't hate us, Alex would be the second in the party line. We would be playing as us, and Alex would be following us around. But we're not, because we are still Alex. And Alex is still more important than us, but Alex is us. And it doesn't make sense, because it's not meant to. It's bullshit. It's meant to make you reach through the recesses of your brain for an answer, but there isn't one.
Like, look at what it's doing right now. Why is it Essentia 995? Why not the first Essentia? Who is this Proto-Alex? Why is he shirtless like Michael?
Because Proto-Michael was shirtless. Being Proto just means you take your shirt off. Why are you willing to bet this is another boss fight we can't win?
Like, it's like clearly just being there's like no consistency. Because if this is the first Alex, even if like first in like a multiverse sense doesn't make any sense. If it is the first Alex that's like whose fault all of this is, why wouldn't it be the first Essentia? Why wouldn't like Sami Pak or like just a version of Vela be there? Why is it Essentia 995 when we saw that Essentia 100 does exist? And our version of Essentia is where exactly the final boss of the game? I don't.
Why can't we had a version of Essentia, but she's not. But she's a tape reel deck and she's not playable. And this speech as well. This isn't going to give you more answers. No, sorry. This isn't going to give you... No, this isn't going to give you answers. It's going to give you more questions.
It's going to give you more questions and you have to make the answers yourself. And any answer you make always has a but at the end of it. And that is the fucking YIIK trap.
The YIIK trap is to fall into questioning. And even if you think you'll arrive at answers, you won't.
You won't, because there will always be a but. You're like in bed and you're like, I finally figured it out. And you're like, you stand up, you're gonna make a goddamn forum post about it, and as soon as you finish writing it, you're like, but wait a minute, why did Michael say that thing? Doesn't that completely invalidate everything I just wrote? Whoops! And then you have to, like, rationalize it. But at that point, it's basically broken your entire first fucking hypothesis. I mean, it didn't motivate us, though. It didn't. It would.
No,
Alex didn't feel motivated. Alex's friends motivated. Did they? No. I mean, I guess we never really understood the entire semi-Pac thing.
They were just hollow people who just followed along and forgave him everything he did because he's important.
And then make comments that the world doesn't revolve around you, Alex. And then the game at every point does. What it does is just to say, yeah, it actually does revolve around you. It revolves around you so much that there are multiple versions of you that also revolves around them, and they're going around blowing up worlds. That's how much Alex is important.
At the beginning of the game, we were angry about it because it was so obviously false. Like, we were yelling, oh, the game keeps saying it's not important, but it's thing. But that's because the game is letting you in on the fact that you are getting fucking taken for a ride.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's an entire bit. Like, when everyone says, like, you just have to, like, snicker to yourself and be like, huh, they say the world doesn't revolve around Alex. But, Lamau, I'm not stupid. I get the joke. I really don't. I only get 10% of the joke, Snake. What the fuck is that? Why are they like an Ouroboros?
I don't know. Fucking doesn't matter.
Why do we have Michael in our party?
Fuck, I haven't checked. I forgot to take him out.
I love that he still does fucking photographs and he's in a slightly racially insensitive outfit.
Oh god, fuck. Wait, she still has the male Alex voice?
Yeah, she still has... Why?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cause she is us. I mean, she pretty much looks like a girl version of Alex. The same glasses, same hair color. Oh, look, she has a fucking panda!
Oh, this is another unwinnable, isn't it?
Do we have to, like, banish?
Good idea, but I'll give it a go, but I doubt it. Also, it's level 99, but LP toss.
Time to do some fucking LP toss. It won't go down, won't it?
Got my doubts.
Are we supposed to die to it?
Ooh,
It's very
let's run
gross
away.
looking.
You know, why doesn't the character look like that? Instead, why are they doing this quirky dress-up bullshit? Like, this is how much the game hates you. It thinks you look like that.
It's like, oh, this is you? You look like a fucking clown.
Put on your clown makeup, because you're playing YIIK. Welcome to the circus, bitch.
YIIK truly is a society.
I'm not even hitting this. I can't even hit it. I fucking lost all sense of... I did one! Yay!
Nothing's happening. Can you do banish?
When I get to Vela,
Yeah.
I will. I probably went through Vela and forgot to. Let's, even though it doesn't matter because we're meant to lose, let's bring in, Jesus. Okay. Sure, why not?
So, wait, are these your actual friends or are they just like the soul space versions of your friends? Because I'm pretty sure our friends just fucking died. Why is Chandra's name Jesus?
They're alternate universe versions of all the characters we met in the main universe. But they are the ones that we named because we were meant to name them after our friends, and that's where the game... because now the game is directly insulting us.
It's like, hey, by the way, remember when you brought all your friends in here? Now they are. Good thing we didn't name them after our actual friends.
This is gonna take longer, actually, if we have to lose. skills.
That would be very
Vanish.
YIIK of it, wouldn't it be?
Yeah. Whoa, I like that model. Oh god. She's still called Vela, though, on this screen!
Yeah, because she is Vela, I think. I think, like,
But
Vela's
that's-
the only one. Wait, is her name Vela in the game, though? I think, wasn't it?
No, it's not. It's not Vela.
Oh.
It's Marie Antoinette.
Oh. No, Marie Antoinette isn't Marie Antoinette West?
And she's still Vela on this screen!
Well, because they didn't think of it.
Okay, Banish didn't work, so I actually got that.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we have to lose. I think we have to lose. I'm kind of worried, too, because I don't remember when I last saved. Oh, no, it was the last room. We can
Yeah,
lose.
we're fine. We're okay. I guess keep defending or just fail everything. Why aren't you failing everything?
Because it's timer-based, not miss-based.
Even, it's like the game expected us to break it at some point and be
because
like,
it has to
ooh,
become
it's
slow again.
yet again. Drawing us in, lulling us into a false sense of security, where it's like, actually, this fight, you have to die. And dying will take forever.
This game's fucking evil. It's genius.
It's diabolical. And we don't even know if we have to die to it.
Yeah, we're just guessing because we've emptied out its health bar probably several times over. Well, it's good to know that, it's basically good to know that Alex can die and the game continues. I was always curious if Alex died, that's the game over immediately. Like, let's think about it, actually. Despite how bad I've been playing this game, I haven't actually game overed once.
Yeah, if this game was actually, like, good and, like, the last boss you had to die, you'd think the boss would actually be, like, you know, hard to fight.
Yeah, actually, by all means, this boss has very simple... It's doing the most basic attack version. It's not doing a whole team attack where it's hitting everybody at once and you have to play the minigame 8 times in a row.
It's just not dying, and it doesn't even, like, show it. It's getting close to its death.
Let's LP toss it, just, you know, for old time's sake.
Just old time's sake, just do some LP tosses. Or is, like, their, like, HP points just so incredibly busted that we just can't even comprehend it. Like, they have so much... Like, they have 1,000,000 HP points.
So, we're gonna lose this fight. So, what the game has done is it's introduced you into it. You. Not even the Alex version that is also you, but you who is also Alex. And you immediately lose anyway. You couldn't do it. And your friends. It's insulting you and your friends.
It's like it's brought in, like, you and your friends into the actual game to witness just it's, like, garbage.
I can't believe... Marie Antoinette has never been so insulted. This is the worst thing to happen to her.
Also, why does it look like this? It didn't look like this before we started fighting it.
It's the fusion of
Proto Alex and Ascension 995. And it's like,
Yeah.
Why is it Ascension 995? Why that version? Because I assume each Essentia correlates to a version of Alex. Because, like, there's 2,000 of them. Because, like, that's the implication I get. And why is, like, the 99th version of it, like, important? Does it mean anything because it's, like, 1995? But it's not the year 1995. Is like that just like the...
But this game did begin development in 2015 and ended in 2019, so...
Mm.
Died.
Yeah,
Do you feel it?
I think this isn't a real game over.
Do you feel that tingling?
Yep, okay, I was right.
I mean, we were
Oh,
right. You
this
can't
is-
say
this is
I was
wank.
right. That's rude. I'm gonna get a drink because I'm sweating from the YIIK.
Go ahead. Oh, I got all my health back, cool. Hope no one wasted their fucking health items on that shit. Well, I'm gonna wait here until he gets back, and then I'm gonna go talk to fucking Link over there.
All I see is Aaron Paul, Jesse Pinkman, looking at the sky, screaming, "He can't keep getting away with this." Oh, look, it's brothers.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am, probably.
No one
A
does.
lot of people do.
Yes!
But I'm gonna offer you some advice. I've lost
You see, I've been through a video game before.
I know what it's like to do everything in your power to try and improve.
It's like,
Valiant
it's
effort.
almost
Your
like,
game!
it's
You
almost
can't buy it! You can't buy it because you stole music!
Life is hard.
And your game wasn't lambasted for being bad, it was, well, it was for being glitchy!
and also it's just no one played it in general.
Just go on.
This is why I think YIIK hates you. I honestly think it goes back to this. I think I bought Two Brothers when I learned about it, and just the more I'm thinking, it's like, is YIIK spite because Two Brothers failed? Is it?
I don't know, maybe. I feel
That's
like
my
it's like
theory.
a very...
From finishing my quest.
I mean, that's just going into the minds of the developers, which is just, I don't fucking... These people's minds, even if they are at the same level as me, we can never attain it. Because this game was made on a goddamn, just, psychological bender, basically.
I don't know. I'm just genuinely fond of my reading that YIIK is revenge for Two Brothers, even though it's clumsy and takes very long to get to this point. The question ultimately does become, why would you do that? But then the answer to that is, people are fucking weird. You have no idea what's going on in someone's head.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be revenge, like, to people who didn't play it. Because, like, they probably... There's, like... Yes, there is a certain aspect of it. Because, like, Brothers is in here. For some
Finally!
reason. Though no one played Brothers. No one knows about Brothers. Why is Alex laughing?
I only just realized now at the end of the game, holding down X makes you run faster. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Snake, you're the true villain of YIIK.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, would have made the game what? Over time, that would have saved us 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Can we win
go
this time?
again.
Can we win this time? Are we allowed?
I mean, I didn't really get anything from Roy.
It kind of undermines the message, because we did technically drain the boss's health bar and win. And then Roy tells us never give up, keep fighting, even though we won.
We did win. You think, like, Roy would, like, tell us something different. But, like, it's literally you have to die, which... If you've busted the game, which I don't think how you couldn't have busted the game, I don't understand how you'd, like, figure that out, you have to die. It was literally just, like, a throw in the dice that, like, yeah, let's die, because nothing else seems to be working.
Well, because his health bar is bottomed out, and that's the easiest giveaway that... Oh, I see. You know? Oh, also he's level 100 now instead of level 99.
Oh, because he killed us, Snake.
Yeah, that's actually the cleverest joke in YIIK so far. That was kind of
Also, he
subtle.
was laughing when we entered here, which he wasn't doing before.
Let's try banishing him again, even though I have my doubts, you know?
Do we have to die to him multiple times?
That would not be out of place.
It really wouldn't. You see, the reason why I don't think we have to banish him is because Bella's like... It is Bella still. Like, they didn't, like, think far up and then...
Yeah, you're right. If they didn't think that far ahead, they clearly didn't think you would even try something like that. I think we're meant to lose again. And then we're gonna go into that room, and maybe the ending is just an infinite recursion of never give up, go back down here, and nothing happens.
Do you have to actually exit the game? Like, just not finish it? I mean, I
That
don't
would
think
be
that's true.
Fucking insane.
I don't think that's true, because I'm pretty sure if this was the case, that this final boss goes on forever, we probably would have heard about it by now.
Alright, we can't do anything. We've got to lose again. Or leave, or give up. Just say we're not gonna
What happens
fight.
if you run?
The ultimate lesson is run away. Look, she's still Vela.
Yeah, no. Who would have a fucking amp for their loot?
Someone who's really cool.
Anyway, here's my loot. I have it connected to an amp. Don't ask me how I did it.
Who has the lowest health? There we go. I'm arranging my party to lose as fast as I can.
Also, I love, like, none of their, like, the stuff. Only Vela has, like, the new Vela. Or what's her name? Mary Antoinette. Like, has, like, a similar, like, weapon to what the original Vela had. But everyone else, like, Chandra Jesus, has fans.
I mean, Claudio has a sword, and he
does
just has
have
a real
sword, and he
now.
had a bamboo stick or something.
He had a kendo stick, or a bokken, or fucking weeb terms, you know, for, oh, I did a mistake. I did a bad. Wait, I should actually be doing her. I should actually think, because she can kill herself really fast. Jesus is actually the best character for this, because she kills everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I forgot about that, because she sucks so much.
Honestly, if the game had, like, thought about itself more, that the fact that you have to keep dying to this boss, it would give each of the party members an attack that can harm someone else in the party. But they didn't. They only gave it to Chandra. Like, Alex should definitely, like, in keeping with the themes of the character, he should definitely have an attack that harms everyone in his party.
Alright, let's
But, like, that's just another thing of YIIK. It just doesn't, like, even it just doesn't make sense when it is itself. It's like a janky mess that's, like, constantly, like, not making sense.
Oh. This has been the longest fight we've had in a while, I think, since the Golden Alpaca, and it's just because, in a fucking inversion, it's because it's taking us so long to die. It's hard to fail at this point.
Why do we have it do it multiple times? That's so fucking YIIK. Let's talk about just the differences of Undertale. Undertale, I mean, it had a solid idea. And the fact that every enemy you face is, important. Literally every enemy you face is important, has their own character, and there's no, like, throwaway mobs that you just, like, I guess I'll kill this guy and get him out of the way. Which, like, is one part of it that makes, you know, Undertale is a version of actual, like, you know, different RPGs, which makes it, you could theorize, make arguments, postmodern. YIIK does none of that. Like, the closest it's probably getting to it is probably this, and it's doing it in the most YIIK way of making it unbearable.
Yeah. Even as it's trying to bring you into the experience and the wavelength and the idea that this is a hopeless battle, this is meant to fail, there's no dread in this, there's just terminal boredom.
You have to decide yourself that this is a terminal battle, because if we weren't just, like, doing badly, this fight could go on, like, forever. Honestly, it's possible that we couldn't even die to it, because we have items to eat, right?
Yeah, we could have kept going. It's just that our fucking stats are so busted.
And when you figure it out, you're like, they can't possibly do it a second time. And they literally are!
Have you ever fucking just a battle you're meant to lose where the struggle is to lose?
Yeah, that's weird. Of course, there have been battles where you're meant to lose, but they've usually never been a struggle to actually just die. You have to make a decision for it.
Do you feel it?
I feel it, buddy.
Okay, what does Roy have to say now? There has to be something more here.
It's like, okay, yeah, you're alright, give up. Is there something else I'm meant to do? Like, this one is glowing. It just opens. I think we have to decide we're not going to fight. I think we have to give up. We can't leave. We can't save. There's
Roy
levers
didn't
back.
say anything? No, he's laughing at us. Fuck, what does that mean? No, there has to be something. There has to be something more. What is that?
Levers, but we can't manipulate them.
Do you have Dolly?
No, I have no items. Can I exit out here? No, nothing there.
Can you talk with each of them separately? Can you, like, talk to them separately? Or is it, like, no matter what, it's a battle? No. Talk.
I can only talk to Ascension 995 at the moment.
No.
I don't know what to do, so I'll follow your lead. Maybe she can pull the levers? She can pull the levers.
Ah, okay. That's why we could, like, control both of them at the same time.
If you think this is the right thing to do,
We can't do anything else, Alex. There was the illusion.
We could only do... You could only use you.
that's the only thing keeping this division permanent.
Do not unplug us. We will be whole again. Don't do it. Don't unplug.
The Ascension 2000 is Alex? Oh, no interaction with that idea.
No. Don't go there, Noonam.
No, I refuse, Mr. Ack.
Thinking about it is what the game
I don't know
wants.
which of us will remain, but I want to thank you. You helped me fight this battle.
Look at us, we're so fucking stupid.
We're so fucking stupid. They really did us in.
This is bullshit. If anyone felt anything here, you're wrong.
It's just false platitudes, like, give control to you, actual you, and only you can win this game. It's like saying it that only you can win this game, even though it's incorrect. YIIK won hours ago, and now it's just like, it's just spitting in your fucking mouth, and that's all it's doing. But it's still like, ooh, look at you, we gave you the power of solving this puzzle.
I thought Roy would do more, honestly, because I knew he was here.
Roy didn't do anything. It's just here to, like, you think Roy would have, like, so much text. It's very YIIK to have so much text, but they've given up on the text almost.
When she said, "You don't got to me," I was so worried about hurting my friends. I didn't realize the difference between.
I can't believe they used the real-life death of a woman for this. Like, that's the first bit of distaste.
It is.
That's absurd.
And it's like something I said from the beginning is that people in media, like fiction media, have used that death in their media before and gotten like immense hate for it, just like incredible criticism. And this game came out after that had happened, and like yeah, it was a fucking narrative podcast, but it was still in like 2015 in many like fiction podcast top 10 lists. Oh,
Script
YIIK is
editing
over?
Joe McAllister.
Fuck yeah!
There was script editing?
It doesn't give anything, like, it doesn't even go back. It just ends there. It, like, doesn't, like, something happened, I guess, but nothing happened. I guess the game died. And, like, the only thing that exists right now is us, Snake, and we have to learn to live with YIIK.
So, there wasn't an ultimate message, because it was so muddled up. But the realization that Alex came to near the end, and this is amazing to me, and this is so interesting, because it was when he was floating in soul space, he said, I had to realize I was a little brat. That's one half of the moral of the fucking game that you were sending up. That's one half of the moral of
That's so
fucking
weak.
Persona, which you definitely played and bases on. But the message of Persona 4 that you've only half plagiarized was accept your flaws, then work to overcome them.
Yeah, that's like just a weak. It's so weak.
Not just acknowledge you're full of shit, get better, learn, improve.
Anyone with a fucking brain cell and a half realized that Alex is a quote-unquote little brat Everyone knew. And, like, if that's the ending of the game, that's so weak. It's just another,
Female
like,
Alex,
fuck
but
you.
she didn't have a voice. It used Alex's voice lines.
I think like, there were some voice lines with her. But, like,
Oh,
LP
okay.
Toss, the only attack we used, the busted
Maybe.
attack didn't.
Yeah.
Is there an after credit scene? What do you think?
Does the main menu screen count as an after credits scene?
Oh, I guess we'll see. Anyway, how do you feel about YIIK, Snake?
I genuinely despise it. And I think that's what it wanted. I think it won. Now, yeah, that doesn't make it good. It just makes it good at what it set out to do, if that was indeed the case. Because it's hard to fucking tell. But I can't see it any other way other than something you were meant to hate. It's so disgusting. Just like Dead Rising 4. It's Dead Rising 4. I'm sorry. You had better writing than this.
And it makes especially sense because, like, the start of it, like, the text is so verbose, it goes all over the place, and at the end, it's like they almost gave up because the game, at some point, your brain has to realize that, oh yeah, this is a joke on fucking me right now, and I think, like, the game itself realizes that anyone playing it has to realize it, and it's like just all it's doing at that point is just like little fluffes, like. And you think you'd have like it's like, oh, you figured it out? No, you didn't. Oh, you figured it out? No, you didn't. All the way until the end. The only thing makes sense is just the text, the plot. It's minutia. It's all there to make you fucking hate yourself, hate the game, and make you realize that the game hates you, and you shouldn't have been playing YIIK.
It's a puzzle box with no solutions by design. Because the whole concepts it throws out there of the soul space and soul survivors and multiple souls and different parallel universes, it offers so many words on it, but with no concrete explanation. And you might say, well, yeah, it doesn't need to give you that's up to the viewers. No, because it doesn't add up within its own narrative construction. It breaks its own rules of how the soul space should work repeatedly. For fucking... Fuck you. That's why.
And then in the end, it's like it gives you the control to like finally end it, and it's just like it's kind of like mocking you for not stopping it playing it, because like that's what it amounts to basically. You did like you switch your character, do that thing, it ends without any fanfare. There was no fanfare in that ending.
Alex, the character you hate, who is also you, thanks you, who is him, for giving up.
Yeah, he does. He really fucking does.
They're converted back to raw XP. But that doesn't matter because I can't customize them. I can only customize Alex, I guess. That just means I'd have to go into the menu and talk to that robot 50 times in a row. I mean, I will. I don't want to, but I will, because YIIK, you won. I didn't beat YIIK. YIIK beat me.
It's like, yeah, YIIK just kind of gives up on itself. It's like, it wants to be, like, I think the idea that YIIK wants is for you to never realize that puzzle, because it's kind of, I mean, we did kind of discover it pretty easily, but still, it kind of just wants you to keep doing that fight forever and ever again. Like I said, like a session ago, it's a fucking endless animation with annoying sound loop. It's a fucking Nyan Cat.
Roy itself told us you have to fight, you have to never give up. But you do.
You do, you literally do. You have to, like, figure out that there's levers there, which, like, we did, I guess. But, like, I guess we're on YIIK levels to guess that puzzle. I mean, it wasn't that hard of a puzzle in the end,
No,
I
it was
guess.
just, the only arbitrary part of it was you had to swap to yourself first to even manipulate one of them.
But that's still just, like, a bogus puzzle. It's like, there's nothing telegraphed. The only thing that telegraphs the fact is that you can switch those characters. And, like, but, like, as playing as Alex, you go to those levels, it doesn't even give you a choice to interact with them. It's like, it is trying its best to obfuscate it, but still, you know, have it there. Where are we?